Hello?
How's that old PUBG life?
There's been a lot has happened in PUBG since the last time I played it.
I believe that. I haven't played it in forever. I think about it
There's
every now
like,
and then, but
it's a fun game for what it is.
yeah, that's true.
It is not a game that I've chosen to put a lot of time into. And I feel good about that choice.
Yeah, I was real enamored with it back when battle royales were kind of a fresh new thing,
Oh yeah.
simply because it was the first. I mean, it was kind of the first of its kind. Yeah, it was new. It was interesting.
Yeah, and I still enjoy the concept of it more
Oh
than I
yeah,
enjoy getting in there and getting killed instantly.
sure.
But I love the idea of it.
Yeah, I mean, PUBG was the was the first fruits, and then of course I had my absolute just torrid love affair with Apex. For
Dave, I remember that.
that was a
Those were
solid
times.
that was a solid several weeks of my life. I forget how long that was
Yeah.
now, but it was like a month or so.
I had a much briefer, less torrid affair with the Modern Warfare one,
Mm.
where for like a week I was really into it, and I played with one of my coworkers, and we had like
Mm.
a lot of fun. But then at a certain point, I just stopped.
Yeah, yeah. There was, I think Apex was the cool. It was the 3-person party. It was plus it was brand new. Like, we just had that timing thing where
Yeah.
got on it like right when it launched. So it was that excitement of being involved with something from day one. Whereas now I see things that they release like season 8 and there's 25 different characters, and I'm like, I have no idea what the game is anymore. Like, it's
Yeah,
evolved
that's the
so
thing.
far beyond what I ever knew it as, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but
Yeah.
it's definitely it's like that girl that you dated for a few months, and then you see her on Facebook years later, and she's like changed political parties, and she's married with 6 kids. You're like, I don't even know you anymore. Like,
Mm,
but I remember what we had, and it was magical.
right. One of those kids might be mine. Who knows?
Who knows? It's possible.
It
Anything's
is.
possible in the 21st century.
You got your sausage sizzled, and that's what happens.
Sizzle the sausage.
Mm.
And who's to say she didn't, you know, take your semen and freeze it, and then you were the father of her 4th child.
Oh boy, you went real scientific with that, and I
Well,
like it.
I was just thinking,
I like the science of it.
again, it's 2021. If someone wants to freeze your semen, they can do it.
Yeah, I
That's
can.
true. Carrie's got all of our semen.
I
First.
take I take such a
He's
joy
got a big
from
old freezer.
I take such a joy from watching when the third person gets on the stream and then trying to.
Yeah,
Make
yeah.
it-
I noticed that you did sort of refresh the conversation there.
it just brings me such joy. And Carrie will
Carrie.
find out what we were talking about in 8 weeks, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's how we roll around here.
Suspense.
We're,
I love
we're
it.
very exclusionary. We
I love
have
it.
a very like exclusive tease system for one member, where it's like, aha.
We all have our different bits that we do in Pineapple Salsa Weekly Wednesday, Wacky Wednesday Gaming, but that is one of my
Weekly.
personal favorites that I love to execute.
There it is. One of my favorites is inviting you to the game and then you not accepting my invite and us standing here. And
I
wondering,
absolutely I'm still loading the game. The problem, like, I'm still
Ooh, that
Claptrap
does
is
take time.
Claptrap is doing the moonwalk across the bottom of the screen that
Boy,
he has
that
to do.
Claptrap does that for just
Yeah, he has to do
unseen
it.
amount of
He's got to
time.
do that for like 9 minutes. Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't enjoy it. It's
So much
like
for this.
Stadia.
So much for this no loading Stadia bullshit.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. Stadia's not gonna last. We all know that.
Oh, they're on the way out. I've said it from day one. Google sucks. Burn them.
I mean,
Also-
you did say that from day one, Dave.
Well, I was a late adopter. Mike, I really should give you back your Stadia gear one of these days because my shiny new Stadia hardware that I got with Cyberpunk is still sitting in the box.
I miss my little blue boy sometimes. Sometimes I miss
Yeah,
my
I
little blue
need
boy.
to. You need to just come over to my house. You need to come over to my house, storm inside without knocking, and just take what is
Strip you
rightfully
naked,
yours.
And then,
Yeah, just take it,
You
Mike.
went a
Just,
different direction.
just take it.
well, I also need to bring you the Google
Take it
thing
from
you
me.
asked for, like 800 times.
The what?
The Google Voice.
Oh yeah. I mean that's fine, but I mean you need your Stadia stuff back far more
Okay.
than I need. I need another Google.
I mean, are you using that second Chromecast for anything?
well, I mean, oh no. Well, so your Chromecast is still plugged in, but like I haven't even unloaded my new one, so
Okay.
yeah, I really don't think I will.
Okay. I'll take it, but like
Yeah.
if you had a spot for it.
You know, the one thing I do need to see is if I think I can cast to my TV upstairs because it's a smart TV without having a Chromecast. I need to test that. I'll test that here in the next few days because
Do it right now.
if I can't, well, my hands are full.
Ooh.
Yeah, my hands are full of these mice and keyboards.
Full of okay. I thought they're like full of boob. Or
Oh,
something, you know.
sadly no, because you're not.
Hi,
here.
Lindsay.
Oh, zing.
Hi, Lindsay's.
Bazinga.
Hi, Lindsay's bazingas.
They say hello.
Okay. Well, that's good. It's good that they're polite.
They're very polite.
Guys,
If you're already in a menu, I'm gonna freak out.
Nope. No menus here.
What were you saying? I'm sorry.
I just had no idea what was going on.
Do any of us ever, really?
It's fair. So, guys, I've really got myself in a conundrum now because the two games that were supposed to last me through all of February, I've
Yeah.
already beaten.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Were these
Yeah.
short games, or did you just pour an inordinate amount of time into them?
I mean, neither. Well, Doom was pretty short.
Yeah, that's fair.
Doom was shorter than I thought it would be, and Persona, I knew exactly how long it was going to be because I'd already beat it. But the extra content of Persona 5 Royal did not last as long as I thought it would.
Oh.
That's still quite a long game.
Yeah, isn't it supposed to be
It
like
is.
90 hours or something?
Yeah, I pumped about 100 some odd hours into that game.
Just in February?
No, in January as well. But I thought it would last
okay.
me through all.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
No, yeah, I haven't played that game basically since the new year.
Hey guys, I do need to get to a new U station so I can change what color I am.
Oh, okay.
Do you need to do that like right at this exact minute?
Well,
Well, that's
you
Because
know,
we can.
if you guys also had
There's a
use for
fast
like,
travel station right here.
if you had money, you wanted to buy storage deck upgrades, we could go to Sanctuary.
Oh, you want to go all the way to Sanctuary?
Well, we could. We don't have to.
You are deformed. And
Dang
you
it.
are ugly.
Son of a!
And
I
these are
knew you
crimes
were
for which the
gonna-
world has little pity. I am your only
Let's just go.
It
friend.
makes me feel so sad in my heart when he does that.
Don't
I
worry.
don't
Now that
wanna
we've
feel-
said the word sanctuary, it's out of the way for this play session. But the first time the word comes up, every time.
Every time, Dave, it's like you're talking to me and you're. Being
I
so
didn't
mean.
look. I'm just. Carrie's the one who said
Straight
the
to my
word.
heart.
I have to sing it. It's not intentional.
Just channeling that bad man from Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Notre
Hinch.
Dame.
The Hinchback.
The
from
pinchback.
Neuter Dumb.
The pinchback from Notre Dame. Notre Dame sounds like a
Hatchback
supplement
from
that they
Notre
just
Dame.
sell to stupid people.
What does?
It's Notre Dame. Nutridum. Sounds like a
It's
health supplement for stupid people.
It's true. Are you dumb? Would you like
Try Nutridum.
Nutridum?
112% of all the B17 vitamins your body could possibly use in a calendar year.
17 bees.
So many bees.
What's
And
in its vitamin?
do you
They
like
it.
Do you like
We have to make
jazz?
They hated it.
I did log on today, and I did go down to Crazy Earl and buy this new skin. So I hope you guys like it.
You didn't?
I thought it was a new skin. I did think that.
I've been following Micah, so I don't even know what your skin is. I need to.
I want to improve my ammo. Number of loot items I can carry by 1. That's not a lot.
You definitely want that backpack upgrade, and then the guns you use. Maybe grenades. Oh, what is it? Oh, it's a sniper rifle. Sniper rifles always have super high
All done.
item scores.
Oh, but they can, they can do some damage.
Now, this new head I have, I don't know where it came from. I've never seen it before. I didn't. It just appeared. And Dave, I think last time you asked me how much HP I have, and I can tell you, it's 532.
532.
Thank you. Thank you for that very thoughtful reading of Gary's. You really molded over is what I appreciate.
It's interesting, that's all.
You didn't do it flippantly. You really thought about every dang number.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I really wanted to just take that in.
I want to go talk to Crazy Earl and get ahead. How much of that good purple stuff do we have now? I don't honestly have any idea.
I had 200.
That's a lot of good purple stuff.
And, well, I thought so too, but then it was, the skin I bought was exactly 200.
That's not a lot of good purple stuff. Oh, I have 300.
Holy muffins.
That is a holy muffin. Do any of these actually, all of these are just like skin stuff, or like recolors. I want like a cool new look.
You want a new head?
I want a new body.
Want a new body.
I want a body that says, come and get it, boys. That's what I want.
Soul.
Oh, that's not bad.
I'm a creep.
Uh-huh.
I'm a vault hunter.
That didn't work. No. Flow of the song, I'm afraid.
What the hell am I doing here?
There it is.
In sanctuary.
Rigged and ready.
I don't belong.
Nice. I
here.
can carry 9 grenades now.
How many? That's so many, Dave.
I'm a grenade.
Why?
I'm a grenade-a-palooza. How do you get to Crazy Eddie's?
He's way down at the bottom.
It's down.
Yeah.
Down to Goblin Town you go, my lad.
Down.
Just come to where Micah are. Micah, what'd you get?
I got a new bod. But I gotta equip it.
You did get a new body?
Oh, I'm going
I got a
the
new.
wrong
Well, I got a new head, and since I got a new head, I figured I might as well get a new body.
I didn't know he sold new bodies.
Well, he sold a new outfit. For my present.
Oh, okay.
I wanted a new body. I wanted like a whole customization thing, but it was not offered.
Recruit, your chest is I'm about to install this core head processor I found to turn on my new contract robot friend.
One of these heads is got a top hat.
Oh yeah, I got 300 too. Cool.
I don't have to be alone
So what are the best things to
Nice.
buy here? Skins?
I mean, the only thing that I really found that really did it for me was the heads. And then I got a skin just kind of because. Why can't I find the new use station?
It's back by the fast travel station.
I thought your model was discontinued by Hyperion after the runaway success of Echo 1. That means you're the last of your kind. Like me. Nice to meet you too! Recruit, you've got to find more parts for Veronica. She's special, and by special I mean there's no one else like her, and she deserves the best salvage we can pry off cold dead Claptrap unit's hands. Damn straight!
Man, no matter how much time we spend on this ship, I still have no idea how it's laid out. And it's
Boy, ain't that the truth? I feel that in my bones.
like there's so many levels, and the map doesn't make any sense.
It's gotta be on purpose, right? Like you can't make it this convoluted without trying.
Inclined to agree with you. Alright, I'm ready when you boys are.
Do the thing I like.
Oh, I was close. Whoops. Yeah, you can shoot your gun on the ship. How about that?
Hey, so do you boys want to hear about how I passed out this morning?
Yeah, I love a good passed
yes.
out story.
Yeah, it was quite a day.
Yeah, man, bring it.
I'm
Tell me
turn-
a good passed out story.
I'm turning this into like, you know, I'd never passed out before 2015. Now I've passed out 4 times in the last 6 years. It's beginning to be almost like a hobby of mine.
You're passed out for years. I mean, you've passed out more times in the last 5 years than I've
Had children.
Children's had
Yeah.
cool glasses of Budweiser.
Oh wow, we got to get you some more Budweiser.
Clearly.
But yeah,
Anyway, so tell us your story.
so the one this morning was the weirdest one. Like every time I passed out so far, there's been sort of a, well, that was odd, but I kind of get it. Like the first 2 had to do, strangely enough, with my finger, like having a finger wound that caused a weird like rush of blood that made me disoriented, that caused me to black out for a few seconds. Weird, but
You're gonna
not.
need to tell that story in a minute. I'm curious about that.
Well, the first time was when I smashed my finger in a car trunk. This was in the desert in the middle of Bahrain when I was visiting
Yes,
Stephen
okay,
over
that,
there.
Yes.
Right,
With
yeah,
that
yeah,
part
yeah.
of that story.
And like I smashed my finger, and there was something about like that woozy feeling of blood rushing to and away from my finger, and I passed out. And I was dehydrated because we were in the middle of the desert and I hadn't drunk anything all day. The second time was when I'd cut my finger real bad, and it was 2 days later, and I had it wrapped up with a bandage super tight, and then I was going to change the bandage, and I undid the bandage, and suddenly, like when you've cut off blood supply to, you know, a finger or a toe, and it suddenly goes rushing back, and it was the same sort of thing. Like I got woozy and just passed out for a few seconds. So there was the finger episodes. That was episode 1 and 2. Episode 3, this was sometime last year, where I'd woken up in the middle of the night, and I'd done a big bike ride the day before, and I'd eaten a bunch of salt, and I think I was just straight up dehydrated. So I woke up in the middle of the night and went to the bathroom, and I took, I guzzled water because I was so thirsty. And as soon as I guzzled water, like 30 seconds later, I started feeling woozy. And again, passed out for like 30 seconds. I was like, okay, it's like something about my body not handling changing equilibriums quickly. Weird. Anyway. So this morning, I'm feeling fine. I mean, I do an hour on the bike. I'm working away. I go downstairs. Lindsay's on the couch. I go into the kitchen, and I grab a quick drink, by which I mean, like, it was a swallow full of Diet Dr. Pepper.
And Lindsay hit you on the head and knocked you out.
She hit me right on the head. Actually, she hit me on the finger. No.
That'll do it. That's
But as
you've got a glass finger. That's
as I took this swallow of drink, like, I'm not sure if I coughed or something, but this has happened before, where it felt like I swallowed a huge air bubble, like, along with the swallow of drink. And I had this searing pain going down into my chest, like, oh, I just swallowed a bunch of air, and it created this weird air bubble into my chest. And, oh, that's uncomfortable. But again, that sort of thing has happened not super frequently, but like, it's happened before when I've swallowed incorrectly. So I was like, oh, man, that air bubble thing has happened. And so I go out, and I'm like, my chest feels funny to Linz. But it's taking a minute to dissipate. So I kneel down. She's sitting on the couch, and I kneel down behind the couch, like with my elbows on the back of the couch, just kind of breathing. I'm like, oh, that feels really weird. And suddenly I realized I was getting woozy. I was like, oh no, that's weird. And then the next thing I know, like Lindsay's sitting on the couch, and in the literal blink of an eye, she's suddenly behind me. And it was the thought of like, wait, did you just teleport?
She's Quicksilver.
She is Quicksilver. And that...
We recast Pietro.
We recast Pietro again. And my wife is now playing Pietro.
That's great.
Huh.
Good casting.
And no, she hadn't teleported. Like, apparently my head had like lolled forward, and I just straight passed out for 30 seconds without knowing it, because I effectively woke up in the same position. But she was like, yeah, you were non-responsive there for 30 seconds, and I wasn't sure if you died or something. But I was
very nonchalant about you dying.
Well, she's like, I'd prefer you not to die, but at this point, the fainting thing is kind of old hat now. So
Yeah,
either die or don't die. Like either crap or get off the pot at this point.
Yeah, and so once and like as with the other times, I felt woozy for a while after. But the most painful part of it was, my neck's been feeling great, so I haven't been wearing my neck brace. And when I passed out, like my head, like dodged forward or something, and she said like my head was actually braced against the back of the couch, but in sort of a weirdly propped way. And so then all of a sudden, as I come to, I'm like, why is my neck super sore? And she's like, yeah, because you went into like a full, like your head sort of snapped down sort of thing. And it's pretty much fine. Like it just felt like I'd done like a really deep stretch. It's feeling much better even now, a few hours later.
So, what have we learned today?
We've learned that I should get...
We have
learned, as Lindsay pointed out gently and very lovingly, to which I finally agreed, we've learned that it's probably time for me to get a primary care physician so I can have someone qualified to maybe mention some of these things to in a sort of overarching way, just in case there's anything we should be concerned about.
That's...
I was like, I think I now will agree that that's a good idea. Because up to this point, I've been like,
ready to go? Not to.
Oh yeah.
Monday's story. Okay.
No, yeah. Whenever you guys are good, I'm good.
Because we've been waiting for you.
What? Shut up.
Yeah, man.
I've been just literally doing laps around the ship telling my story while I waited for you guys. I assumed Carrie was still buying stuff.
No, man, we've been hanging up here by the fast travel for like 10 minutes. But I didn't want to interrupt your story. You were telling such a great story. I was like, oh, well, this is like a beautiful narrative unfolding.
Boys, I feel terrible.
Like if someone like stood up in the middle of Hamlet and was like, hey, are we ready to go?
Hey, can we get on with the whole to be or not to be thing?
We get it. Your dad died. Gee.
Next.
Mike Cater and I did that twice
Yeah.
yesterday when we were playing Dark Souls.
Beautiful. Oh, how'd that go? How's Cater and 2 how's Dark Souls?
Cater's good. He's good.
Do you feel like this is where we were before?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, this is where we were before.
Okay. Alright. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah.
Dark Souls is it's drawing me in, boys. I was considering starting a new character to play solo.
And this
wow.
This is original Dark Souls.
Yeah, Dark Souls remastered.
Okay.
What time?
Man, I mean, hey, you know.
It is, I'm sure, considerably easier with someone who has beaten the game guiding you.
Oh, yeah.
He has, he's played all of the titular Dark Souls games, and then the first one he's beaten at least a few times, I think.
Oh, wow. He's a real... I never would have pegged Cater as such a Dark Souls maniac.
Me either.
Man.
It kind of surprised me.
You know, I was shooting all these little dogs, and I was like, oh, I'm doing really well. This new pistol must be nice. And then it turns out that it was just Dave from the other side in his giant robot. Yeah, man, I played the original Dark Souls for a solid 10 hours or so, and I eventually decided I just didn't care for it. But I get it. I played more Bloodborne, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. I have Bloodborne installed. And I
Are you gonna
have.
try that?
Well,
now that you're...
you know, that's a fair possibility.
Because Bloodborne is definitely, and this is mostly just me passing along what I was told about, it's the most accessible of the games. But yeah, man, it's good. It's good times. Look, I really liked Sekiro until I stopped playing it because I got frustrated with it. And then I liked it the second time until I got slightly further and got frustrated again.
Seems to be a recurring theme.
It is, and I bought the game on sale with that very much in mind.
That's smart.
I'll never beat this game, but I will enjoy it for what it is. I'll enjoy the time we have.
Yeah, for me, it's a lot to do with, well, it feels so interesting. Like, it feels good the way it handles, but the level design is really, really pretty special.
You know, Carrie, of the three of us, you would, I would say, would be the most susceptible to the lures of Dark Souls.
Am I wrong in kind of thinking that there must be some slight crossover appeal for people who like Dark Souls-esque games and people who like platformers? Because while they're not the same, like some of those principles of you need to understand the patterns and a couple hits and you might die sort of thing, like it seems like there's some overlap there to me.
Yeah, and
but only in theory.
Overall philosophy of you might die, but it's okay, or like you will die, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I agree that there would seem to be some crossover there. I am not a fan of particularly either game type.
Right, but Carrie is kind of in the demographic.
Carrie loves the platform. We all know.
I love a good platformer.
He loves that shovel boy,
That Shovel Knight.
and
That
Hollow Man.
He loves that Ho Knight.
Yeah.
I mean, side-scrolling is the way games were meant to be.
I can't tell you how much I disagree with that.
It's the way games started, but
It's the way games were before we had computers that could make them not that. and that was better. Everyone got together and we decided, hey, this is better, right? We were like, yep. No reason to go back to the old way.
Only if you're a
like
masochist.
Exactly. It's like when we invented the cars, and some people were like, well, I still like horses. It's like, okay, but like, what about the horse?
But like, not as your daily driver.
Right. Like, why are you being such a masochist to the horse? Ooh, that's a big shiny gold gun.
Did we just beat a boss?
It was like a mini
Some
boss,
kind
yeah.
of something, man. Of course, it had an ice weapon, which isn't going to do me a ton of good against these particular enemies. Whoa.
Ah, well, that's only a little creepy. Are all those dudes frozen solid?
Oh, there's something chasing me there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that.
Oh dear, I am lost.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna say it.
They've been out of service for
Oh, that's no
Okay.
fun.
Well, I'm glad you didn't say it. I guess.
whole reactor's worth of juice. Blow 'em up and the whole system will overload.
Could you give us a hint about what you weren't gonna say? And then
Well,
didn't
it
say?
was.
Was it me?
I was following a thought, and it just ended up being
Great.
kind of mean.
Oh dear.
And there wasn't a way to make it not mean that I found, and I said, yeah, it's probably just
Who was it mean towards?
Carrie was gonna
you guys.
Carrie was gonna call us a couple of fucking casuals.
Well, you were gonna say I wasn't funny again, because that did hurt.
Oh, that's...
I never said that.
Carrie, I only have one thing, and it's that I'm funny.
And you have a great butt. Don't forget about that.
I mean, look, Dave, I'm getting up on years. My butt ain't so great anymore. At this point, it's good to great.
No,
It's
well,
just gonna be good.
Good to great.
a great book by Jim Collins.
I knew it was Collins. J. Collins.
Yeah, Jay Collins.
Specifically in regards to his butt.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Okay, fine.
Is there I haven't been listening to what these people are saying.
No one has.
Probably for the best that you
Okay.
could not understand the foul things his blackened tongue was spewing. But he is silent. For now.
Whoa. Why are there so many explosions happening? Okay.
Oh, wow.
You know, all of a sudden, I'm finding a lot of empty loot boxes. Did I set up the game wrong or something?
Empty loot boxes? Oh no.
Yeah, well, like someone has already been there and taken the beautiful ammo.
Oh weird.
Huh.
My little guns here.
God, trust your eye.
Look here, if you're going to say we're bad at video games, I agree. I played Doom on PC, like no doubt about it. And can I tell you, I found it the perfect amount of difficulty.
Yeah.
Like I never felt like I was being catered to. I was always challenged, but I also like there was only really one boss that I got kind of stuck on.
That was exactly my experience with the first one.
That was great.
No, I wasn't gonna say that.
That's exactly what someone who was gonna say that would say.
I wasn't gonna say that.
Of course not. Of course not. Baby girl.
That thought never entered my head as something to say about you.
No. How could it?
It was far worse.
Oh man. Now Desperate to know.
He's really putting up such a tease on this.
It's such a
thing.
tease.
Dave's gonna pass out again first.
That's right.
There is no sacrifice too great for the one you love. If I must destroy
Apparently,
the
the
last
key is to
vestige
just
of
not
our
let
past
Dave
to
drink
stop
water,
you,
is what I
so
learned.
be it.
Never Dave drinks
And
water.
have him drink
Passes
Dr. Pepper.
right
Yeah,
down.
yeah. It's
No
something.
fluids. No more fluids for Dave.
Lindsay in her medical research was talking to me about something called the vasovagal research. No,
What the what?
reflex.
That sounds like the dirtiest sex move ever.
It really does. All it means is like when your system goes out of balance, like, but it can be triggered by any one of 1,000
it's a
different
trigger warning
things.
situation.
Like apparently there was some.
You do it.
Apparently there was some guy who, like every time he would drink soda, he would pass out. Like that was just like his body would just react that way. That's weird.
Huh.
So like different people can trigger all sorts of different things.
Oh, look at sprightly little Dave making the jump.
I'm a sprite.
You're just a little sprite. Dang it! I made the jump, then I fell off the other side. Consequently, I was very bad at the platforming sections of Doom.
Are there a lot of those in the newer one?
Oh no, I played the older one.
Oh, just the first. Okay, I was thinking you played.
Yeah,
the
I
new
didn't
one.
play the new one. I'll play the new. After my experience with the old one, I will play the new one, but only when it is extremely on sale.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I enjoyed it. I really liked it, but only as much as a man like me can like a game. Like
Yeah.
oh boy. Oh dang it! Son of a. What do I do now? I'm here. I made it.
You guys can have whatever's up there. I can't make that jump.
Look, Carrie, it's one chest, and it's kind of a dumb chest, unless Dave found something great and took it.
I don't think so.
There was one chest, there was a bazooka in it. But not like a good bazooka.
Just a middling bazooka.
Just a middle bazooka. Just a middle child bazooka.
Oh.
Redheaded.
Little
Redheaded bazooka.
Stepchild of a bazooka.
Mm.
Like that little Jedi boy. Just such a redheaded stepchild.
Shall I play for him, the little Jedi boy?
That's my son's favorite song.
The little Jedi boy?
Well, sadly, no,
Sir,
it's
I
a little
wanna
drum.
buy this drum.
Sir, I want to buy this droid from a moisture farm.
Now see, Dave, that right there, that's your hit single.
It's Tashi Station, and I want to buy some parts.
Oh, that little guy trying to buy a droid from some Jawas.
Uncle Owen
Before his uncle
super
gets burned to death.
dead. Stormtrooper shot his head.
Exactly.
When Obi sees Yoda tonight.
Hey, we just finished. Oh, that was good. We just finished season.
That's so good.
We finished season 3 of Rebels.
Yeah.
Which is where you see Obi-Wan again. What a blessing.
Oh man, yeah, no, I watched that part too. That was a great episode, man.
I love that the voice actor was really channeling some Alec Guinness.
Well, of course, he's a professional. But no, that was a great. That was him and that scene with him and Maul was just.
Oh, it was so simple, but it was just right.
Maul
I've
does
got to
the
finish
same.
that series, man. I got all the way to season 4, which is the last season. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I just didn't.
Yeah, it is
I
last
fell off the
season.
wagon.
Yeah, we're gonna try to keep the momentum going.
Maul goes in for the kill with the same move that he tried in episode 1.
Ah.
The same
Mmm.
butterfly kick. But
And
Obi-Wan
just
was ready this time.
Says no. He just says no butterflies here, sir.
Love it.
So, I'm not gonna say that I'm lost per se.
Well then, don't.
Not as elegant as punching, but this big hunk of
Dave seems to
Like
have
I
a way
said,
about
those
him.
things need a lot of power. Make sure it'll actually work when we fire it up. Missing fuses.
Oh, we need to find
I
things to
got
put
this.
in the thing.
Let me think. No fuse, no problem. If this place uses standard dull architecture, there should be another fuse in a redundant system nearby. Yes!
Oh, I bet that's what all that jumpy was for.
Go find one of those electric bugs that live around here. It's
Maybe
hooked.
not.
Should work
Okay.
as a fuse in a pinch. Improv, baby!
But yeah, now we gotta find a new game to play because I still have like several weeks of February left,
Yeah.
and there are no good games on sale right now.
Nothing in your backlog that you haven't gotten around to?
No, not really. I downloaded Shadow of War because I never actually beat that game. But I don't know that and it's like a nice change of pace from all the FPSs.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really feel inspired by it. That game had there was a lot to learn about that game. A lot. of
Yeah, I
tutorials.
feel that.
I don't want to
That's
sit through all those again.
yeah. That really defeated me about it too.
Oh, I'm in Dave's little butt seat. I've never been here before.
Oh yeah, did you hop up on it? Good boy.
I did, man. I'm in your little butt seat. I love it. I'll break this.
Isn't it great? This keeps it nice and warm.
It's a great little butt seat. I appreciate that. I appreciate the heated seat you've got up here, Dave. That's great. Shooting out some beans.
confused.
I just
Weird.
love pooping out all these grenades.
Mm. Carol, you got the fuse, right?
Nope.
I got the.
Oh,
I got
thought you
the.
picked it up.
Well, I got the.
Dave did.
That was the heart, but we still have to go get the fuse.
Dang it.
How do we get over to?
There's like a little underground. No, this is that. Oh, no. Yeah, we've got to do this again.
No, is it?
I could.
Carrie, you can do it this time. Carrie, I believe in you.
Oh yeah, maybe it is that.
This is your moment. One shining moment.
I am struggling extraordinarily.
It's because you're so good at Dark Souls now.
Yeah, it must be.
Okay, well, I made it back here. Is this the thing we need? Okay.
Now power up
There
that
we go.
turret and blast through.
Up.
Righteous. Now blast it.
Blast it. Blast it. How do we blast it? Oh, there you go.
Oh, boom.
Check this out. Explosion! Riddly middly wow! That's my Torg impression. It's pretty good, right?
Oh yeah, that was really good, Gage.
Anyway, keep on toward the research ship, Vault-Hunter.
I'm sorry, was someone talking?
Piece of that.
Gary, you
Gage
gotta
did a
stop
Torg
interacting.
impression.
You gotta stop interacting with characters like I'm listening at all to what's happening.
You who know nothing of love, real love could not comprehend.
I have to listen to Gage at least. Gage is my girl.
Would break you.
Oh, she's a girl. Okay. The last girl I fell in love with in this game turned out not to be a girl, so I don't know.
Oh, that is right.
I'm very conflicted.
Yeah, we taught you all about transgender people.
And look, once again, all I'm looking for is a great voice and a warm vagina. But you know,
Whoever said that pineapple salsa couldn't be educational?
exactly. We learned a lot that day about who we were and about who other people's vaginas were.
And weren't.
And we're not. Yeah, of course. And it was beautiful, but also distressing. In an inclusive way. Inclusively distressing.
Leveled up. Mike, I'm convinced you can find Borderlands love again.
Borderlands love again?
Yeah. What in the world?
Love in a Borderlands time.
Hey,
I'm confused. What were we talking about?
Would
Borderlands?
somebody mind picking me up?
Oh,
Let's just do it. Okay. You guys are both
I'm sorry, Dave. I
next to
found
me.
your. I don't know why it didn't pop up on my screen. Yeah, I don't know, Gary. I don't know. You know, maybe I can still fall in love with the British girl. I just gotta, I've gotta wrap my mind around.
Is this the same level with the crazy evil library?
What?
It's the same DLC. I'm confused by the question.
Yeah.
Like, it's a different level. We're in a different place,
Yeah, it just seems.
but it's the same DLC.
Yeah, there's no
We're
books on the
looking for a thing
walls.
to open a thing that has to do with the library thing. So I grant you that library stuff was roughly a month ago, so who knows, really. Come on, don't dig down there, Prime Crutch.
Prime crotch, more like.
Hey, you got it. Unlike me with that grenade, where I definitely did not get him at all.
I have been trying to use more grenades this time, and so far I have been.
I
mission
use
accomplished.
them pretty well. I'm just very bad at aiming them. I use them all the time.
I got a longbow today, so it, teleports.
Oh yeah, those are nice.
I thought you'd found like an actual bow in this game. I was gonna be very excited.
That would be pretty cool.
Wow. Whew.
Did we win?
I think we won.
Dave hasn't passed out yet, so that's what I call winning.
Not yet. Give it time, baby.
Well, I'm aware. Give it time and a little prick on the finger.
And
Dave's
I'll
like
just-
Sleeping Beauty. He's building up to it. You just gotta prick his finger and he's down.
Yeah, yeah. Just a little prick.
Exactly. Dave's just a little prick, is what I'm saying.
I am a little prick boy.
And he just falls. He falls right to sleep.
But only for like 30 seconds.
Well, yeah, that's all you need, Dave.
It's
power nap.
It is,
That's the
you
thing.
know, passing out is a hell of a power nap. That is absolutely true.
You're a Sleeping Beauty, but you're like quick. You're quick like a, you know.
There is no other feeling for a human, I'm convinced, like that can be so so adequately likened to just pressing the restart button on a computer.
Nice.
But like being cognizant of it. Because it's so much more jarring than like waking up in the morning. That's old hat to your body. You're used to it.
That's boring. Boring people wake up in the morning.
Waking up in the morning, that's like going to the start menu and issuing the restart command. Fainting is just like smashing the power button and making your
Smash
computer
that power button.
smash it and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Otherwise, it's just like your body doing that hard restart.
You know, guys, maybe the reason no one watches these videos is because we don't tell people to like and subscribe at the end. Have you thought of that?
You know, I think there are many reasons why people don't watch these videos, but that could be one of them.
That could be, yeah, for sure. Could be.
Once we start doing that, then we'll have to watch out.
Yeah, man, we'll get so many subscribers and so many likers.
There will be.
Ridiculous.
There will be.
We'll have to start asking people not to subscribe.
There will be tens of people who will subscribe.
You're like, look, guys, we're full of subscribers. YouTube is full of subscribers right now. They've asked us to stop.
They said you guys actually have more subscribers than there are users on the platform.
Then there are YouTubes. And there are tubes for the use.
They said it could be done, and they were right, but we proved them wrong.
We did it. We proved them wrong, even though they were right. You know? Ow, this man just hit me with a whip. I did not care for it. I said, nay, nay.
Nay, nay, nay.
Said I'm not into that particular kink, sir.
I said, no, sir.
At least not
So-
today.
Have you guys are somewhat familiar with the new, like, Resident Evil giant vampire lady that everyone loves for no specific reason?
She's very tall.
She's very tall. She's very vampire. She's very sexy. There was an article that I saw today where, and I did not read the article, but the headline really got me, and it was "Kink Expert Explains Why People Are Into the Giant Vampire Lady." And I was like, who knew that there were experts in that? And how does one get that particular certification?
Yeah, no kidding.
And why
like, at
didn't
what
you
point-
read that article, Micah?
Well, because it seemed pretty long, and I didn't actually care. Like, I don't care.
You cared more about the expert than about her opinion.
I really wanted to think about the act of becoming a kink expert.
Yeah,
look,
because I mean, I would slap that on my resume so fast.
Kink
I
expert.
put that on my resume. I'm kind of a kink.
I feel like that would
expert.
get you
I've been married
hired.
9 years. I've seen some stuff.
I feel like that would
done
get you
some
hired
stuff.
literally anywhere. Like you could be interviewing to be the CEO of a Fortune 500 company that sells toothpicks, and they'd be like, "Oh,
I mean,
you're a kink expert. Well, you're hired, sir."
we dang well know you can be the president with that on your resume.
I mean, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
How
I
else
don't know. It just
is
got me
someone supposed to
thinking
get
about what I
ahead
wanna
in
do
the
with
Me
my
Too
life, you
era?
know? Should we add more kink to these videos? Is what I'm saying. Should we become kink experts?
Yeah, we should, by you telling us why people are into the vampire lady.
Yeah, like
Well,
even if you
here's the
don't,
thing.
I just want your opinion.
Okay, well here's the thing. Big lady, big boobs. Big, blood?
Blood?
Yeah, she's got big blood, man. She's got that big blood. You know?
Now, is this related to the giantess fetish that I read so much about?
No, a different thing. Actually.
That you do? What?
I mean, if you're reading stuff published by kink experts, you would know.
No, completely different thing.
I'm-
Completely different. This has nothing to do with her actual physical size. This has to do with the size of her blood. She's a big blood lady. And that's Dave, that's very sexy. That's very kinky.
Yeah, I mean, I believe that. Blood is a very sexy thing.
Blood is sexy, but big blood, Dave? That's
Big old
that's
bloods.
that's even sexy.
Boy, I just finished reading a book about doping in professional cycling back in
And
the
how
Lance
kinky you
Armstrong era. And boy, talk about your details on
Ink?
on fancy blood stuff.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's
Very
why everyone
kinky.
loves this big blooded lady so dang much.
I read a short story last year about this girl who meets this guy at the plasma donation center.
Dave, so help me. First off, Carrie, I don't know why I keep calling you Dave tonight. I'm sorry about that. That's making me feel real bad.
Have you done this before? I just assumed you were referencing
I don't know that I've
Dave.
ever. I mean, I'm sure I have, but I've never done it this like multiple times in a row like I am today. I don't know. I've had the usual amount of alcohol. I don't know what to tell you. Except I'm sorry. I don't know why it's happening.
She
Anyway,
meets this
carry
guy
on.
at the
There's
blood
a short
bank,
story.
and then he gets her into drinking her own blood.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
That
what a short
escalated
story.
quickly.
Was that the end of the short story?
Well, she's like an ultra marathoner,
Uh-huh.
and there's I think it's real. I think I looked this up and it's a real thing. But like people think that drinking your own blood is a way of like increasing your oxygen capacity because you're putting more hemoglobin in.
Now, okay, hang on though. Do you do this just all the time, or do you do it like while you're running?
You don't. Well, yeah. I mean, there's rules. There's a system you follow so you don't make yourself sick.
Okay. How did the short story end? Did she become like a lycanthrope?
No, it didn't really have a
Ending.
conclusion per se. Yeah.
That's why probably why it was so short. It's just like it's not even a story. It's just information. It's like a Wikipedia page.
It has a start, a middle,
In the middle.
and that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
So I mean,
Just sort of
self blood transfusions are definitely a thing because that was a major reoccurring doping thing that this guy who wrote the cycling book did, and like everybody was doing it at a time in professional cycling. But it's very much like transfusions, like drinking actually drinking it wouldn't do anything because it wouldn't put the blood back into your bloodstream. You'd be digesting it. The whole thing is that you've got to transfuse it back into your system, like into your veins.
I'm pretty sure she was drinking it.
Well,
Like,
maybe the other guy
she would take the straws from Capri Suns and
just
jab them into that blood bag.
Maybe it works, but it seems like the efficacy would probably be like fractional.
Yeah, and it's also, it was fiction, so.
Well, truth is stranger
Now-
than fiction.
Great movie. Let me ask you this. How kinky was it? On a scale of 1 to kink, how kinky was it?
Well, I'll put it this way. How sexy was it? Not very. How
No,
kinky
that's
was
not
it?
what I asked.
Could be infinite. I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
see,
true.
now we're-
Kink is in the eye of the beholder.
Kink. Thank you, Dave. I have that on a T-shirt on my.
You should.
That's actually on my diploma from Kink University.
I have special contact lenses, and that's printed around the retina
That's good. That's good. I like that.
in tiny microscopic letters.
This is why we are the foremost experts of kinks. This is why it's pine kinkle salsa.
Pine kinkle salsa. Yes.
Hey, guys, I almost broke my jaw trying to come up with that on the fly. So I'm glad it worked
That was a
out.
tricky one. Yeah, that was real tricky.
The previously stated madness escape. Quickly now, dynamite. We need dynamite. Do you see?
Okay. Whoa. Hey, friend. Pick up dynamite. Okay.
Henry's looking real rough right now. He started.
Oh boy. Oh, I'm so on fire. Oh.
Did you get caught in the fire times?
I did. It did not. It hurt me barely at all. So.
Oh, that's good to know.
You keep doing you, buddy.
Here they come.
In the fire time, I fell off the chasm.
Now that may have hurt you quite a bit.
I'm just so mad at you boys. Neither of you complimented me on my Pimp My Raider skin.
On-
You're what now?
It's called Pimp My Raider.
Oh, I should really look at your boys' skins.
I saw the one you had on at the beginning. That was like a life boy, like an ambulance man, as I like to call paramedics.
An ambulance man?
did-
An
Life
ambulance
boy?
man. Yeah,
Did
that's what I
anyone
call
else's game just free? Oh, my game had a glitch and it kicked me out.
Oh no!
it. I've had a little bit of lag this game.
Are you boys still in? Okay.
I'm still partying up, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still in.
I'm gonna disable my VPN. It's not been an issue, but I'm gonna just try it. So I may disconnect real fast, but I'll be right
Turn that
back.
dang VPN off, yeah.
It should.
He
Okay.
left me alone.
That was quick.
Surround. All right, Dave.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Once Borderlands reloads
Oh.
in 5 years.
Yeah, once friggin' Claptrap is done doing his little song and dance number.
Once he's finished giving me the clap.
It's the worst kind of trap, man. It's the trap clap.
Oh, nobody likes that.
I've got to get a better shotgun than this one. This one is garbo.
Use a shotgun.
Boy, this guy's not dying, huh?
While the game loads, I will be like right back. So you boys keep going. 2 seconds.
Okay. Hey, Carrie.
Yeah.
While Dave is gone, what do you think of what do you think of the fact that he's like dying slowly from the inside out?
I don't know how to feel about this whole, like, I drank a Dr. Pepper and the doctor put me under.
Oh, see? Now that's a good point though. Was it just the wrong doctor?
Yeah, should he have had Mr. Pibb instead?
I mean, look, no one should ever have Mr. Pibb, ever.
What? No, Mr. Pibb is great.
But maybe that's the problem. It was the wrong soda, it's the wrong doctor. It was the wrong time.
What did this one have to do with his finger?
I believe he was using his finger to drink the Dr. Pepper.
Like a proboscis.
Like a proboscis, yeah, like an elephant, except with a finger.
Well, elephants don't have proboscises.
But elephants do drink from not their mouth, maybe. Like they use their trunk to teleport the food or the drink up to their mouths.
They stick the antenna.
Right.
One antenna goes into their mouth, and one antenna goes onto the food.
Into the Dr. Pepper.
Transmutation.
Right. And that's how elephants survive. And what I'm saying is Dave is the same way, just with his finger.
Dave is an elephant.
Yes, Dave's an elephant, except with a finger. He's a finger fan. And he subsists entirely on things he absorbs through his finger into his little tum-tums.
This explains so much.
I thought it did.
There's a lot going on right now, and I'm not convinced that I'm awake enough to process it all.
There's just a lot of flashy lights happening. I'm kind of just hiding inside of this little cargo thing. Just hanging out back here. Ow. Tell you what, I don't care for these defense cannons so much. Yow. Oh, I found a lever.
A lever?
Yes, and I've levered it. Enter the research vessel. Ooh, hang on. There's a big crate over here.
Tactical tentacle unlocks the weapon trinket. The tactical tentacle.
I mean, I like the sound of it. There's a chest under there, but I'm full on weps.
God King's Bling.
Oh man. So Carrie, how is Shovel Knight coming? Or what are you playing at the moment anyway? Are you still on Shovel Knight? Or one of the various weird versions of that?
I am at the very end of the King Knight King of Cards campaign.
Does it still have a shovel?
You can get Shovel Knight as a card.
So it's a card game.
Half of it, yeah.
Interesting. Carrie, you're saying a lot of words.
I have beaten all of the card game content, I believe.
Okay.
I just have basically the final boss left.
Just shovels now.
Well, no, King Knight uses a scepter.
As a shovel?
No,
Just generally.
Micah, there are 2 knights that use shovels. Shovel Knight and Black Knight.
Okay. So, and neither of them are in this game.
Well, Black Knight is.
And what's he up
Well,
to?
He playing cards like everybody
Oh,
else.
well, that makes sense, I
My
suppose,
Vincent
given
has
the
been
rest of the
oddly
game.
secretive lately.
Yeah.
I'm worried about him.
Shovel Knight,
Distant somehow.
I haven't seen him around. I don't know what he's
So much
doing.
as
You know, it's sad how you just lose touch with your friends sometimes, you know? Like, you get going
Right.
in different directions, hanging out with different people. It's rough. It's a tough thing.
I think it's pretty safe to say I have enjoyed the 2 other campaigns more than the actual Shovel Knight game.
Yeah. So it's you who's now following up with Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight's like texting you. Just like, hey, what's up?
Well,
Here's
you know,
not
we
responding.
had our thing and it was fun.
Right.
But it's over now.
But
We've-
you're in a better place now.
Yeah, I'm in a better place. I've got an airship,
Well, that's good. That's nice.
a gold-plated airship.
Wow, that's even nicer.
It is pretty nice. It was silver for a while, but now it's gold.
Hey, that's great, man.
Does Dave need an invitation back to the party?
Nope, I'm here.
I think
Oh.
Dave's just gone. Oh, hey, bud.
I'm here. Well, you thought I was gone. You can't get rid of me that easily.
Dave, I would never try to get rid of you.
Same
The
thing I
only
tell my
want
wife.
you to be is closer.
Same thing I tell my wife every time she accuses me of trying to die on her.
Oh,
which
which
has happened with alarming regularity these last few months. But as I tell her, I say, no. I'm very good at not dying, just coming close.
You're very good at almost dying.
I'm very good at putting myself into situations that make my loved ones worry about me. But not actually dying. Then they would just
getting worryingly close.
then they would just have to worry about themselves,
That's fair. And what they're going to do with all that sweet cash.
I keep telling, like, I need to literally just write out a document for Lindsay. Like, if I die, these are the steps you should take, because I know that you're not going to want to think about any of this. But you will need to.
That's
do...
okay. I used to do life insurance claims as my job, Dave. I can help out. I got
Oh
you
yeah, that's right. That's right.
No worries. Yeah.
I'm
just
going
put
to
one thing on the list. Just call Micah.
I'm going to put that
him half.
on the short list then, because she knows to call my mom's friend who helped me set up my life insurance policy, so she could pull some of the
Perfect. Oh,
details,
see, there you go.
and then you could
And then
walk her
just
through
give-
some of the nuts and bolts.
Give me a 40% cut, and we're fine.
No problem. You get $8.
That's fine. I have a whole other life insurance policy I took out on you, so we're fine.
Oh, smart man.
As soon as you started riding bikes up mountains, I was like,
I see. This looks like an investment opportunity.
yes, I know some ravines out there that would love to meet Dave's sweet tender.
You are playing the game correctly, sir.
Okay.
It's not a murder mystery so much as it is a funny mystery.
It's a funny mystery time.
The best kind of mystery. It's just like, I just thought he might die on a bike.
It just seemed statistically probable.
Exactly.
I am loving being able to bike indoors again, but boy, I've had no inclination to even think about riding outside at all. It's great.
Yeah, Dave, that's great. That's, that's good.
Caution, excessive farts detected.
Yeah, baby. Is that like on a shirt you own or something?
No, that was on the computer terminal monitor thing.
Oh man, see, I didn't even see the great Bart's joke.
It was real classy humor.
Exactly. You know, that's the thing about this game. It's just so classy.
It's very mature.
You can get top hats.
It's true.
You can.
Nothing says classy like a top hat.
Hammerlock has an accent. Classy.
Classy as fuck.
What a blessing. Thank you.
Oh, Gage's robot was
I've been very electrocuted, in fact. Don't
Yeah,
like
that electricity will really get you.
Got my shield, Dave. Also, the fact that this isn't a wall, which I definitely thought was a wall, but it's just open and people are shooting me through it. It's poor choice.
I just got the chaotic head.
Nice.
I love new heads. Oh. Oh,
Care,
I
you would
died.
have loved the French Revolution. It was all new heads all the time.
New heads in a basket just for you.
Exactly. There was
New
they
heads
couldn't
in a
get rid of
basket.
heads fast enough.
Don't be blue. You can have as many as you like. Put them in a pie.
Okay, that may be one of the great songs of PineappleSalsa. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, that was
New
definitely up
basket
there.
just for you.
That was beautiful.
You know what I
No,
realized
never
that I have
cry.
missed, because while you're wonderful at like singing lots of snatches, watching the video of you and Charlie Brown, I was like, it's been so long since I heard Carrie really just like sing, like full volume, full throated.
Oh, yeah,
It's such a it's such a wonderful thing. Like, oh man, I love it.
Full throated is right. It's just it's so flat and
Dude, you were hands down the best part of that show. Like, not even close. I mean,
I agree. Look, I didn't watch
that's
the
a
whole
true
thing.
story. I watched the whole thing. I fast forwarded a couple parts that you weren't prominently in, but I
So you
listened.
didn't watch the whole thing.
I listened to all the songs for sure.
Yeah, I definitely hopped and skipped through to when I saw Carrie on stage. Good
Some
old
of the
Charles
scenes, you know, some of the vignettes are really like, meh, whatever.
Brown. Boy, it's not a good show, is it?
Yeah, I mean, you know,
it's a great show.
It's
I
a
really like this show.
it's a
hate it
debate
so
for the ages. The show,
It's
like I have to say, it's a great show because the show is exactly what it tries to be, and that is
See, here's the thing. I don't disagree with that. I
yeah.
don't disagree with that at all. I just think it's still awful.
But so you're saying it's awful because you don't like what the show is trying to be. So it's a purely subjective judgment that you're passing. You're not trying to
guess.
pass objective judgment.
No, I'm not saying everyone should hate the show. I'm saying that what it is
For-
trying to do and what I am trying to enjoy are
Yeah,
two very
yeah.
different things.
Yeah,
And I
it's
hate it.
it's like my classic review of so many books. It is the right book for someone, but not for me.
Hey, I agree. How do we open this door?
I got it.
Yeah, I'm wondering that too. Oh,
I got it.
Oh,
there it is.
what was
Calm
that?
down.
What was
Guys,
that?
I'm not only here to make fun of classic plays you both love.
Nice one, babe, I'm in.
Personal log. I don't think I can keep.
I'm also here to help solve a puzzle.
Power to the engine.
Carrie,
You solved that puzzle.
do you have any
Keep you guys from melting for the
Oh, no.
foreseeable future. Death trap, I'm uploading schematics.
do you have any
Take the lead.
nostalgic connection and tie,
Bring him toward the ship locked in.
or have you at any part of your life to Peanuts the comic strip, or is your love for the show based on just the show and its presentation itself?
Just the show, man, and really just the soundtrack.
Yeah.
It's a kickin' soundtrack.
So yeah, I mean, the soundtrack is definitely the best part of the show, no doubt.
See, I feel similar to Charlie Brown how I do about R-Town.
About what?
R-Town, which is another sort of classic high school play.
Yeah.
I feel like R-Town is good for what it tries to be, which is like a philosophy 101 for high schoolers play. But I hate it all.
See, my problem with Our Town is that Our Town is not supposed to be a high school show.
I get that. I feel like it would be better with like actors who knew what the hell was going on.
It is, because I have seen a show, I've seen a version of it by professionals, and when done properly, it can be one of the most heartbreakingly beautiful pieces of theater that exist. The problem is it has been raped by so many by so many generations of high schoolers who drone on in a monotone that essentially the show has been corrupted to the point where it almost can't be enjoyed because every piece of it has been tainted by some rendering that you've seen in a high school somewhere.
By some dumb 12-year-old standing on a ladder.
Right.
I saw the version that you were in, Dave, and I enjoyed your part of it, and then I had a friend whose car broke down, and I left.
Smart.
And I never came back.
You made a good call. I can't speak for the version I was in, but I'm sure it was terrible.
I mean, look, it was the best version I've ever seen, but I did not enjoy it.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm gonna say the one was in actually the overshadowed one was pretty great because we had old people.
Of Charlie Brown or
of Our Town.
Now, who are you, Gary?
I was inconsequential. I was the milkman.
I've never heard of that character.
That's Dr. Inconsequential to you.
Dr. Howie Newsom the milkman. I got to pantomime a horse.
Oh.
But you were a milkman.
And that horse liked it.
That horse loved that milking. Now, see, that's kinky. Now, see, I as the kink expert.
That's a good time right there.
Salsa. That's freaking. That's the kink.
It's tasty right there. Yeah, see, like having old people, and especially if you can have old people who know how to act.
Yeah, that's the thing.
The best version I saw was the version, and I mean I still had some quibbles with it even then, but a version at Regent Theater that Margie was in that Ben and I went to see, but they had several of their MFA students, were men and women in their 30s and 40s who were doing their MFA later. So they had whatever level of, real world experience or etc. They were mature actors.
How's it? Okay, now see, here's the question for you boys. Would you, if you had to put on Charles Brown, the man, Charles Brown,
the good man?
Yes. Would you rather do it with and you could pick a cast? Would you do it with adults and say, well, these are the best people, so they're gonna do the best acting, or would you get like a cast of children, of babies, and be like, I will take the less talent for the additional authenticity and also cuteness?
I mean, if they were good.
These are average children. They will be fine.
Well, yes. So it's like average child actors, or just average children off the street.
Average child actors. They're fine.
Yeah.
They're
so
gonna be okay.
Yeah, there was a theater that did that in 2016. I remember seeing like a couple of promotional videos for it where they had all the kids were like between the ages of 8 and 14 or something, and the previews looked interesting. Like, oh, these are some talented kids that are gonna play these parts. It didn't really work though. There's something about the whole thing. Here's the thing: the whole thing about Peanuts the comic strip that works
is that it's a comic strip.
Yes.
Thus should remain so.
Yes. It's also universal, It is also, maybe this is controversial, but I would debate this. Peanuts is successful because all of the characters are adults in children's bodies.
Interesting. I don't disagree with you as on first impulse.
Everything Charlie Brown says about feeling like a failure and nobody liking me and trying to figure out my place in the world are things that every middle-aged man feels in some way, shape, or form when he realizes that you never really get past childhood. Those childhood fears are just always locked deep inside of you as an adult. And the same for all of the other character archetypes that exist within the Peanuts universe. They are all just microcosms of the adult experience of life. That's one of the reasons for its long-term enduring appeal. And so one of the strengths of the show on stage is that is writ large when you actually have adults stepping into these roles as children.
That's my kink right there.
I know.
Look, you're painting a beautiful picture.
Carrie is on board with this analysis.
That's good. Look, it's good. Look, Dave, look, it's good. It's good stuff. I don't disagree with any of that. I think my main problem is just that it's not a show.
There's no narrative through line.
It's not a play. It's just like a collection of bits, which is what a comic strip is. Once again, it's faithful to the source material. It's just not good.
Spot on, yeah.
But I agree. I agree that it has a kickin' soundtrack. No one could disagree with that. It's great songs.
Kickin', yeah, for sure.
You guys let me know when you're ready to jump down this hole.
It's it's just like Charlie Brown would say. It's not good. It's not bad. It's something in between.
Thanks, Charles.
It's good. It's good.
Just gotta sell stuff I don't need. Stuff I don't need. Stuff I don't need. Where did all these guns come from? I didn't think I had that many guns.
You know how guns be.
They just be popping up.
Guns be shopping. I mean, popping.
Hell's popping.
Popping and shopping.
It's that Gary Nelson story.
Are we gonna find a boss?
Boy, I hope so.
Is there a boss?
I've been real horny for
Just
a boss this whole time.
around
I
the
thought we were
riverbed?
like right next to one. Gary, let me look at this outfit you've acquired. It's very purple and gold.
Thank you.
Just to let you know.
Thank you. I appreciate
No,
the
Gary,
service.
look, Gary. It's a good outfit, and you've got cool shoes. You've got cool little bootsies.
Cool little bootsies.
Yeah, man.
I got a nice backpack.
Oh, I see. The backpack is very nice. You've got like a little no, it's a little dog bowl. It's a little dog food bowl.
Yeah.
And what's this other thing over here? It's a little chew toy.
And I love your eye patch, Micah.
Thanks. I like the side sweep I've got going on now.
Yeah, it is very punk rock.
It's I'm into it. All right, we're ready to jump down this hole.
Do it, baby.
I'm ready.
Yay!
Oh, just kidding. No boss. Sorry.
Come on, boss. Come on.
I haven't seen a fusion reactor that old in, well, ever. Grab that hard
Oop.
piece, Vault Hunter.
Definitely dying.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Don't you dare lay your filthy hand. No!
Got it.
File us! You are unworthy!
Don't you dare lay your hand. I guess
No,
like
wasn't listening. Sorry,
snatch.
lady.
Nah, but
All right.
screw her anyway.
Let's get
All
out
right,
of
let's
here.
go. Yeah, we're done now.
Ram jam that thing in there. That's the technical term.
Ram jam it.
I'm just gonna shove this in your, eye hole. Please don't murder me for it.
Oh, it's for the robot? Are we gonna have to fight Gage's robot?
If my usually always correct calculations are correct, to use that
Oh,
laser
boy.
death trap is gonna need a super mega buttload of power. Again, technical term. If we drain that fusion reactor,
It seems like a bad idea, shoving unknown crystal into Death Robot.
Well, minus the heads. All right, babe, get in there and juice up.
Yeah,
Oh.
because I don't like this. I don't like this as a plan.
Trap while he does his thing.
I don't want to fight Death Trap. He's my
Let's go
robot.
guard him. We're saving Death Trap so that we can fight him later.
I've kept it intact all this time, and I control
Come
what
back,
it
Gunner Seat.
destroyed.
Now I talk to my wife's gunner seat sometimes too.
No. Shut me out of the system. She's taking off all the safeguards. The reactor is going critical.
Go on. Wriggle if you must, worm. It won't make a difference.
Gotta slow down the reaction. Dump the boron coolant into the core.
Oh, it's like a blight puzzle. I don't like it.
It's not doing anything. Disengage the tritium fuel.
What?
Oh boy.
Oh, it's definitely above us.
It's upstairs. Oh, it's upstairs.
Yeah, whoa, I don't like that.
Kill the override control panel. Just blow it the hell up. Nothing's working. Death trap! No! Get him out of there, Vault Hunter!
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Vault Hunter? Is he okay? Babe? Oh, come on, babe. Please.
Wait, is she about to do her own version of WandaVision?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I'm
Give
sorry,
me a
Gage. He's
sign.
gone. I am so sorry. I know how much he meant to you.
He was all I had left. If you were stronger, you could save the ones you love. But you're not. So the best you can hope for is to die along with them. Go, my bonded champion! These worms cannot harm you! Try as they must.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh
That
boy.
happened.
Here we go.
This isn't a boss.
Completely invulnerable.
I mean, he's got a big old health
He's
bar.
completely invulnerable though, so that's pretty bossy.
What's... Where is it?
Up
He's
top.
up on the second level. Did you say salute the sun?
Didn't he?
Isn't that some kind of Dead Souls reference?
Yeah, this is Dark Souls. And also,
Dark
like,
Souls, sorry,
yoga.
Dead Souls, as I like to call them.
Here it goes.
Yay!
Oh snap.
Yeah, pew pews. Or word my son has recently discovered and loves.
Pew pews, huh?
Pew pews. Oh man, he just sprints around the house yelling pew 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 pew. It's very cute.
Laser that dude's face off, babe!
This is
Ouch.
working. I think it's working.
What are we doing? I'm just shooting him a bunch. It seems
Killing
to be
him.
working okay.
Killing him is working.
You know, that was my plan too, and you're right. Now it's not. Now my plan all of a sudden isn't working. I don't like that as much.
Come on, Death Trap.
Do the thing you just did, except again. So guys, here's a serious question. Well, a somewhat serious question. I don't know how seriously you guys are going to take this. Do we want to do an as we watch audio commentary of the Justice League?
Did we ever find out how long? Because you said this is like a 10-hour thing.
Yeah,
It
didn't you?
is a
Yeah, I
4-hour
mean,
movie.
this sounds like it fulfills your basic criteria for a terrible movie, which is something long.
Is that my criteria?
You're the one who said, "Well, Titanic's 3 hours long. It must be the worst movie ever made."
I've never ever said that. I said
Same-
Titanic was
same
boring and
with-
pointless, and its characters don't make any sense or make any logical
No,
decisions.
you said the same thing about The Irishman. You were like, "That's a 3-hour movie. It must
But I-
suck."
But I do enjoy what's her name's, like, you know, the boobs. The boobs are good.
Well, how many boobs are there going to be in Justice League?
I mean, at least 2 boobs.
Hmm.
I mean, they're recovered boobs, but
You
still,
drive a
I mean,
hard
still
bar. Well, if they're covered,
Look,
they're
Gal
only,
Gadot is a beautiful woman. No,
if they're covered, they're only worth half points.
so 1 boob, but no pants on that woman.
Mike, I got something for you.
Is it pants?
It's
He's been shaking rather violently against his bonds and
Because I refuse.
no, Wainwright, stop this.
Whoa!
He's broken
No, that's not me.
until I must give chase.
one of them
You
is
got
for you.
2
Second
of them?
one's for you.
Down there.
How do
One
you
is
get
for
2
Dave.
of these things?
Hold on, I think I
swear
got-
I've never seen these things.
I'm in pursuit, but he runs like a man possessed, which actually he quite seems to be.
Graham, why are you moaning?
Something's happening. There's a light, and we.
Moaning.
He's just up here like, "Whoa."
I mean, it's a great sound.
Probably telling me it's time to go to bed. Dog has a better internal clock than I do.
Dogs are kind of known for that.
Like, there are days when he will come upstairs at 5 o'clock if I'm still working. And like, "Meow." Like, how do you even know?
He's just a dog.
Get along, little doggy.
Exactly.
How come we can't fast travel to the lodge?
We'll probably, there's probably a story thing we have to run into first.
Oh,
thanks
I
for
bet it's
this,
because only you can do it.
Thanks for this item, my friend. Carrie.
You're welcome.
Sorry, I forgot to thank you because I was too busy trying to figure out what on earth was happening to my life. I've been noticing lately that I'm forgetting to say thank you to people, and it does bother me. You should be a more grateful person, guys.
It's okay. It doesn't bother me at all.
Thank you, Dave.
I've always
I
been.
got. I just got a new one for each of you too.
Oh, nice. No, I've always been one of those people that I get that other people are gonna view things differently than me, but I think if you have any expectation of getting a thank you of any kind when you give a gift of any kind, you've given the gift for the wrong reasons.
Oh boy. I agree with that where like straight up gifts go, yes. But like, you know, I left my mother-in-law's house on Sunday. Like, we always go over there for Sunday lunch, and I was like, you know, I don't often say thank you for lunch. And it's like, this is a great thing that you do. And just don't say thanks enough for it.
Yeah, I get that. I mean,
Stuff
there's
like
nothing.
that. It's like incidental stuff that someone
Yeah,
does.
there's nothing wrong
No.
with like wanting to cultivate more of a spirit of gratitude, and I can appreciate that some people think that someone's ability or just the, you know, how much they express gratitude speaks into their character. Like, yes, I get that, but I don't know. I guess I just judge that more holistically. Like, is this person like a grateful person and a nice person, or are they a selfish person? And I don't know. I don't.
Dave just hates saying thank you.
I do.
Say thank you, Dave.
It just
you right
goes
out of the building.
goes back to a deep-seated hatred of thank you notes when I was a child.
You know,
Thank you notes do suck.
they are the worst. Like they're. I agree.
I
Well,
finally
every
embraced
time-
them as an adult once I realized that you can write a good quality thank you note in less time than it takes to have a good poop. So if you just like sit down
Can
and
you do them at the same time?
no, but that's only because I've never like pulled a desk into my throne room. If I did, then I
Well,
probably
just need a
would.
book. Just bring a book.
There's a
Right on the
smell
book.
factor too. You don't want to anoint the thank you note.
Well, I mean, ideally you time them for when you don't have the stinky poops.
Rather suddenly, but there are wicked things
Just the non-stinky poops.
Yeah, just a nice neutral poop.
where it's safe.
A Switzerland of poops.
Yeah, Swiss poops.
A nice Swiss poop. Yeah.
Fine Swiss chocolate.
Fine Swiss chocolate and a nice Swiss poop.
The two are one and the same as far as I'm concerned.
Integrated all those guys. How you feeling? You okay?
Yeah, girl.
Whoa, I got like a
looking good.
weird tentacle head.
We gotta chase
Hate that.
Kinky.
Check on Death Trap's eye real quick.
Oh, tentacle head?
See Claptrap. He says
Now
he's
we're
got something
talking.
for you.
Yeah, man, check this thing out. This is awful.
What was my head? Why can't I?
Look at my Dave. Dave.
Hold on, I'm looking where I...
Look at my head.
Oh, so many tentacles.
It's so tentacly.
Wait. Whoa.
Yeah, I don't care for it.
You're like a weird Asari.
Oh man, I'm so excited for friggin' Mass Effect.
It's gonna be so good, ain't it?
Part of me thought it was coming out in March, so when it said May, I was a little disappointed.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
coming out
It's life, I suppose.
on my anniversary.
And Dave's
Hey,
birthday.
that's right, yeah.
Wait, well, that's some real synergy you guys have worked out there.
The what?
The fact that your anniversaries and birthdays line up because it's on your birthday, right, Dave?
No, my birthday's not till June.
Then why were you kept saying happy birthday to me whenever we put up the when
Because
Mass
it's
Effect was coming out?
because it's within a 30-day plus or minus window of my birthday.
Oh goodness.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm
crap.
very sorry if
I
that
was-
confused you. I did not mean to confuse you. So
Dave, you've got to realize that I have a low threshold of intelligence, and you're just messing with my wee little brain.
I completely respect that, and I am sorry. I would have no idea what anybody's birthday was if I hadn't finally wised up and put them into my Google Calendar on a repeating yearly basis.
Oh, that's so smart.
It's the only
I
way.
need to do that. Yeah.
Mose, I dropped something for you over here.
Oh, sexy. Oh, dang. I just figured out how to make all of the money in the world. Now that I have 9 grenades, I also have a grenade I can throw now where enemies drop some cash when damaged.
Ooh.
I'm just going to
Wow.
start chucking this grenade left and right. I'm going to be a rich boy real fast. Blazing decapitalist marksman. Beautiful.
Nobody knows bullets better than Marcus Munitions. Everyone has their price.
Well, boys.
The clock has struck 10, gentlemen.
Yeah. I'm turning into a tentacle.
I am right there with you.
I did that already.
We're all just a bunch of tentacle boys.
Your
that's
clock's
all.
just a little ahead of ours.
Yeah, I'm on Eastern Standard Tentacle Time. ESTT.
ESTT? Est. I like it.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, guys, look. This has been a blessing.
All good times.
I'm blessed. Thank you,
And-
Terry. Not Dave, because Dave doesn't like that sort of thing. But thank
That's
you,
right.
Terry, for just hanging out.
What a joy.
What a,
Indeed.
what a delight.
Well, boys, until next we meet, fare thee well.
All
In
right.
any case,
Stay kinky.
Like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe,
subscribe,
please.
subscribe.
Please like and
Smash that
subscribe.
click button.
Yeah. Smash that like button.
Buy our cookbook.
Yeah.
All right, see you boys.